What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Let me get this one to y'all, man. This is for the rich, the poor, the male, the female, and everybody in between. All ages. Especially in this day of technology. You got to be really careful with your words and who you're talking to when you're talking to people. A lot of times, the guard that we have up when we first meet somebody, that's usually the guard we should keep up for a long time before you ever decide to take it down, if you ever decide to take it down. And, of course, I was watching the Shannon Sharp stuff just like everybody else, which is what motivated me to make this video. People don't always have good motives towards you. They don't. And in this day and age that we live in, it's not just the police and the FBI and the CIA that can record phone calls, record conversations, can tap in to the things you're saying and record that stuff and use it against you later. It's not just them. Typically, it's the very people that you have trusted to be a companion of some degree, a friend to some degree, a business associate to some degree. This goes even back to the drug dealer days, So people have been doing it, but in this day and age, it's on 1,000. And people will come into a situation given the impression that they just have your best interests at heart, when all along they were lining you up for a fall. Now, a dude like Shannon Sharp, who got all this money, got all this fame, and he's at a level of popularity now that he never was at when he was a player. And you talking about a Hall of Fame tight end with 3 Super Bowl rings. He was never as popular as he is now, and famous and rich as he is now. So with that being said, now that you are a visible figure outside of that football helmet, because football players are the less known on a whole because of the fact that they wear that helmet, unless you're just one of the superstar players in the league. But now, this guy's known everywhere. And you know how the deal goes. It's a lot of times, there's a lot of women that you would not be able to get if you were not who you are. This is the case in all fields of entertainment, or if you just have a bunch of money. If it's just discovered that you have, that dude's worth 25 million or 50 million, But once the person settles in with you, they become their real self. I made a video about this a while back. And in a case of a guy like Shannon Sharp, guy like Tiger Woods, and they like them a little lighter. But that don't really matter in terms of because anybody will get you. But you got to be careful in your conversations with people. That's just the lesson in this for everybody. If you're watching what he's going through, you got to flash back to what other people have went through. It's not just him. He's not the first. But the lesson should be, when you see it, you got to watch what you say to people on the phone, because people are slick. And when they get into their feelings and their mentality, or whatever their motive might be, they'll line you up. And they'll line you up to try to trigger you. You can't fall for the triggers. See, if you let your emotions get in the way and you fall for the triggers, then you'll say something that you'll hear later. Can't do that. And we're all human. but you can't fall for the triggers. And especially when the stakes are as high as they are for a guy like Shannon Sharp. And once that is put out, everybody got it. The whole world got it. It's all over the internet. It's all over the broadcast television. It's everywhere. It's translated into different languages all over the world. People want to hear and see what it is. Now it affects your reputation. It affects your livelihood. And it affects public opinion and public perception of you and your character. And you may not be a bad person, evil person, but you get mad just like everybody else. And when you're involved in a situation like that, you get mad and you may express yourself. Now, Shannon's from the old school. So in his mind, he's just having a regular conversation, no matter how contentious or whatever it is. He wasn't raising his voice, but it was clearly contentious. So being from the old school, you don't think along those lines. Plus, you're talking to somebody that you still feel like, okay, well, they with me. We just having a problem right now. They're not with you, bro. They're trying to line you up. And there's an evil that exists inside these type of people that you're not going to be able to fix. So in 2025 and moving forward, we have to understand the technological advances that aid an evil mind. Because 40 years ago, people couldn't do this. Like I say, the FBI, the CIA could, but 40 years ago, you couldn't do nothing with a phone and you didn't have that kind of ability. But now when you combine evil with the ability of technology, you gotta know when to fold them. You gotta peep the signs. Oh, okay, now you know what? Person trying to trap me, trying to make me say something, trying to make me do something. It's same like when you dealing with somebody and they try to. A woman may say, "Well, hit me." Like, oh, that don't work on me. So the word to the unwise that we hope to become wise, my bad. The word is, no matter how upset you are, don't say nothing on the phone that you may hear again. Don't say nothing. Don't even text nothing that's extreme like that. Because in a lot of cases, these people are not, they're trying to line you up. I got to keep saying that. And let's say for the sake of argument that you may be dealing with an individual who's not trying to do that to you. They don't have that intention. You still don't say nothing. Because you just never know. It protects you. It protects you. So whether Shannon meant what he said, because, I know what a lot of people are going to say, well, what about him? He put himself in this position. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. See, you can't control the crazy of somebody else, but you can control how you respond to it. See? So you got to rise above your emotion. You got to be smart. So that's what I want to put out there for anybody. Like I say, this goes for rich, poor, male, female, dog, penguin, whatever category you fall under. Be very careful in those types of situations because we live in a time where people are just, they out of there. They can't control themselves. And when you have something to lose, you have to always protect that first. You got family, you got children, you got a career, reputation. When you got something to lose, they don't. So to come down to that level, that would be your mistake. And we all make mistakes. But I just want to put that out there, man. Don't let these people draw you into no back and forths on these phones, and don't do it. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I will catch y'all later on with another one real soon. The new episode of the Underground Dialogue Podcast is out right now featuring Young Red. Man, he fed us well. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.